The worst alphabet book ever. That's what P is for pterodactyl calls itself. For each letter, the example word is terrible.
If you've ever wondered why the P in pterodactyl is silent in English, the short answer is, it's too hard. But if you want the long answer, you're going to have to dive into the phonotactics of the language. Phonotactics is basically seeing where the boundaries are when it comes to combinations of sounds in a language, right? Like, which clusters of consonants are permissible and which ones aren't. And in English, a P and a T or a P and a T sound as the onset or start of a syllable, that's not something that's generally going to fly. And when we get situations like this in English, the response is oftentimes just to drop the sound, right? Make the letter silent. But that P isn't silent all the time. Because the ter in pterodactyl just means wing. It comes from Greek. And dactyl means finger. And we've got another word in English that also uses this Greek term for wing. And that's helicopter, which basically means helix or spiral wing. So if it comes from the same place, why is it so much easier to pronounce the P in helicopter and not in pterodactyl? Well, in helicopter, the P and the T sounds can be split into two different syllables, right? It's copter. But in pterodactyl, that P and T sound is in the beginning of the same syllable. And for a lot of English speakers, that's just not in their bag. We see a similar thing happening with mnemonic, as in mnemonic devices, where we drop that M sound. But when we get something like amnesia, and we can split that M sound and that N sound into two syllables, then it becomes pretty easy for us. So yeah, if you want like a fun fact for your friends, you can use that one if you want.